So this poem is called Sirens Everywhere You Go, and it's dedicated to all the victims of the Japanese earthquake and tsunami radiation for the past few weeks. I feel crooked, the way teeth sometimes do. I can't get my apologies to sound the way I want them to. The word sorry becomes loose tied in my mouth. I'm rusty underwater. I'm shaky, shaky splash, and my kicks become uneven. I'm looking at pictures of Japan. A headline reads, "Man walks in rubble, 2 days," and stacks of white utility trucks wrinkled tight and skin wet, wrinkle, all prune, no stories to tell save this earth splintering its fingers inside itself. All I want to do is touch the metal, hot, and the water, simmering, and this curvy body of a country, this flood stamped like tongue calligraphy on homesick wreck of a land, and many things make me sad. Tea kettle, hiss, cake batter, sloppy, map, undressing the wall and tumble deep like unbuttoned shirt on the floor. Many things make me want to visit them as the shrines they once were. My father says he wants to return to the first Japanese bakery he ever entered. We got news today that the ovens had died. And here's a bone break, broiling, siren sipping straight into a cup of closed eyes and angel cry. Here's all this scream caving in. It takes me a shiver and a half to turn off the news. Adam tells me 3 trains disappeared last night. The tsunami slapped the tracks hard, burst child against lip like knuckle. Now there are sirens everywhere I go. I'm looking at my father, who stands at a television screen, battered, watching his 4 years in Sendai Graduate School swallow whole like a swollen canyon, like the city's lungs have collapsed south. This is enough to flip my lightning inside out. My father says it will take decades to undo the rain. I'm looking at photograph of lost homes. A woman floats on an orange kite in the waves. Eyes are like swing sets in that they arc towards gray sky, and maybe God's boombox is hurting her daughter somewhere to higher ground. But tonight, I'll turn blue, missing. Watch my mother make phone call after phone call, snag my breath on the line, my mother's heart a flood, brimming, my father's legs towers, sinking, my hand an iron kiln to fire tears against. Google builds a person finder, asks, "What's your situation?" Japan, let me reintroduce myself. I'm a daughter, recently a mourner of souls I have yet to meet, and I'm looking for stories still, the sling of them, paper cranes flitting into the cracks where all my courage used to grow. I'm looking at Hiroshima, old photo albums, wheeze, wheeze, crackle, so much tide arresting body till there's only cuff of bone. I turn into rouge, an upturned house like a stomach. I turn into names. This is for Miho, for Misako, for Shingo, the nuclear power plant worker whose bones slide into missile when radiation starts to drain. This is for the searched and still searching, for prayers dusting new sister cities of Atlantis. This is for the radiation masks, the sisters cradling hands, for the 17-year-old girl whose parents find her bronze scarf dripping from the front seat of a cab. This is where my apology hangs wet off my skin. Can't you hear this world thin, each tear so loud?